Here in the exhibit for Sukeek's cabin's artifacts, some of the thousands that we've recovered from the site, you'll see some of the most significant that can tell a story. One of these is the alphabet plate here on this edge. You'll see the alphabet running around a picture of a mama bear and her cubs. This, in combination with slate pencils, a piece of a folding rule, show that there was some teaching going on and certainly writing and reading. We know from the descendant family that education is still very important in the family. At the time that these objects were being used, African American children didn't have access to public education. They might have attended a church school up at Brooks Methodist Church, for example, on Maple Road. But that was their only opportunity to go to school until the Walville School was established a little bit later, when some of the descendants went there. Among the other objects you see are the stoves that we talked about. Here's a stove leg and a photograph. But there are also musical instruments, toy parts, and other items that would have been used by the family and give us some insight into what life was like in that little house on the hill. Artifacts alone can't tell the whole story of a site, because what we really want to know is what life was like in these places for people. What was in their heads? What was in their hearts? What were they thinking and feeling? We can't really get to that. Artifacts give us a clue. Better yet are the members of the descendant family who can recount stories to us. Here you'll see a family tree. Members of the extended family gathered at the site before we began public archaeology there in 2000. Without their help, none of this could have been told. One of the most compelling stories is what Ed Cheney, director of research at the time, called doing the archaeology of memory. When we found Jane Johnson's death certificate, and she was Sukeek's granddaughter. She died in 1918, shortly after the U.S. had entered World War I. Now, we know from other documents that one of her sons, Isaac Johnson, was serving with the Buffalo Soldiers in World War I in Europe. Well, Jane Johnson had gotten word that one morning in May that her son had been killed in battle. She sent one of her children down to the stream, or to the spring, to get her a drink of water. When they came back, they found her dead on the porch. Later that day, we learned from the family, the Army came and told her that it had been a mistake. He had not died. Isaac was still alive. So the family remembers the story of Jane dying of a broken heart.